Welcome, everybody, to the premiere episode of Eventually Late. I'm your host, Brent Carlson. Well, at 94 years old, Clint Eastwood is back in the director's chair for his upcoming movie, Juror Number 2. The famed actor is also expected to make a cameo appearance in the film, in which he will be credited as Old Wrinkled Shirt. He's not Botox. He doesn't do that. Well, Jussie Smollett has had the final say in his own drama after the Illinois Supreme Court reversed his conviction of disorderly conduct after falsely reporting that a hate crime had been committed against the actor. Adding to the groundbreaking ruling, the state Supreme Court also found Smollett that he was not gay. I don't know if they have jurisdiction there on that one. Well, Israel is mute on accusations that they rigged pagers to explode and that killed 12 Lebanese citizens and injured many more. After hearing of the story, the pro-feminist and anti-war group Code Pink said it was looking into a new program they called Fax Machines for Abortions. It'd be kind of weird to see a bunch of people protesting outside of a Kinko's or something. Are those still open? Well, on MSNBC, guest Maria Hinojosa offered the opinion that the reason Hispanics left the Democratic Party is because, quote, the Latinos want to be white. They want to be with the cool kids. In response, the group White People for Brown People have invited all Latinos to the next Star Trek convention and all black people to the Dancing for Beginners program to be held later this fall. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Might be mildly attended. Well, of course, Anthony Weiner is back in the news as he has been seen around town on a so-called redemption tour. The former congressional weirdo was noticed getting a haircut at the famed Astor Place Hairstylist Salon in Manhattan. Many details of the errand for Weiner were sketchy, such as what hair and which head was getting worked on. Ooh. That's a salon, more of a spa. The infamous doomsday clock is once again scaring people, as the experts who wind the clock are saying it's getting ever closer to midnight. They say it is so close that they compare the time left as the difference between having a bag full of kernels and a bag full of burned popcorn. We've all been there. That's kind of like that virgin male guy thing. There's even more reason to trust your government, as the story of the Guatemalan syphilis experiments from the 40s has resurfaced, and activists are calling for even more apologies from the White House. In response, President Biden will be offering apologies on behalf of the United States, as did Presidents Clinton and Obama. The South American country is also renewing its calls for apologies from the Charlie Sheen Guatemalan syphilis experiment. I kind of think that was a little more widespread. I think it's still going on, too. Well, China has unveiled its latest weapon, which uses microwaves that is rumored to be able to, quote, fry an enemy from 2 miles away. It's also rumored to be able to cook any 30-year-old virgin male's hot pocket through their apartment window. I bet it doesn't take 2 minutes. It's like those things get hot in 30 seconds. A couple has gotten married after the then-girlfriend Jenna Brotherson broke up with her boyfriend Mitchell, only for Mitchell to incur a concussion in a skiing incident the very next day, causing him to forget the breakup had happened. Mitchell continued to contact Jenna as if they were still together, eventually leading to their nuptials. You can find more about this story in Seinfeld: The Lost Episodes. My girlfriend was hot and I pretended I didn't remember she dumped me. It's a long title. Well, the New York Daily News blazed the headline, McDonald's tipster who fingered Luigi Mangione unlikely to see reward money soon. Meanwhile, the cellmate who fingered P. Diddy this week is expected to receive several awards next week. I mean, you know, when you look for news stories, it's kind of hard to grow up and pass that one up. Well, it's Christmas time, and that means many single people are starting to engage in the dating phenomenon known as snowmanning. Doctors are warning against the activity as they say it could leave a person at risk of catching serious STIs, and not to mention the broken heart associated with the activity. The most shocking part of the article was that neither genitals nor a person's face was mentioned in the story. It was shocking. I didn't see it coming. Never mind. Well, Caitlin Clark has been named Times Athlete of the Year after the also crowned WNBA Rookie of the Year brought the struggling women's league into the limelight after several years of obscurity. Female athletes are not a common occurrence on the magazine's cover, so it's ironic that they did their very best to make the basketballer look just like Justin Bieber. I mean, I see a resemblance. In other NFL news, Jerry Jones is standing firm with his franchise quarterback, Dak Prescott, even after multiple consecutive losses in the first round of the playoffs. Jones was quoted as saying, "Dak will be here as long as I'll be here," to which the Dallas Transportation Authority has increased the speed limit in Jones's neighborhood to 130 miles an hour. Seems a little treacherous. Well, Lamar Odom is pushing the boundaries of artificial intelligence after it was reported that he has ordered a sex doll that will closely resemble ex-wife Khloe Kardashian. The doll is expected to be indistinguishable from Kardashian in both physical appearance and the ability to deplete the self-esteem of any black man taller than 6'10". Well, they can do a lot now. I don't think it's a good thing. Well, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson is proving that members of the highest court in the land can do more than just wear black robes and decide court cases. They can also be stars on the stage, as the short-term justice debuted in the play And Juliet, in what is being dubbed as a, quote, queer reimagining of Romeo and Juliet. The play closely resembles the iconic play, only changing the ending in where the audience kills themselves instead of the characters. Again, I did not see that coming. I don't think they have a 5-star rating. 2 climate activists took the matter of cooling the planet in their own hands by launching a weather balloon loaded with sulfur dioxide that, when released high in the atmosphere, would offset over 1,745 tons of carbon dioxide. Some critics describe the experiment as having the same impact as holding your bed sheets down over your wife. Doesn't work. And finally, hottie Eva Longoria has announced she's leaving in what she now calls a dystopian United States after the election of Donald Trump. First on the list was Mexico. You know, the safest, most crime-free country where no drug or human trafficking takes place, and a country where no one is escaping into another country that Eva Longoria hates. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to this premiere episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is Eventually Late. I'm your host, Brent Carlson. Thanks for joining us.